What's on my mind? Season 2, episode number 17. Racism in Boston. Racism in the city of Boston government. I'm going to do a whole series on this, and it's about 10 episodes, but I'm going to spread it out. These are 100% true. So let me go into racism in the city of Boston government. And racism is a funny word because it holds many different versions. But when you add it all up, it comes into some type of ism. We have favoritism, priorityism, familyism, protecting my way of life-ism, hatred-ism. There is so many of these different facets of reality that is all intertwined with each other. But before I go on, let me first say to our Father, the creator of all things, known and unknown, we come to you humbly and ask that you put your loving arms around each and every human being on earth. Love us all, in our good and in our bad. For we are only men who strive to do the right thing. Help us, love us, protect us, hold us, treasure us. Victor. Okay. I should have done that first. But it's never too late to get right. So getting back to my ism, I am going to tell you a story about racist practices in the city of Boston government. And I'm going to give you a series of 5 to 6 different incidents, and I'll let you decide. The first one I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to leave out names. I'm not going to put names into this. I'm going to leave out names. But I'm going to tell you the circumstance around it, and I'll let you decide. There was this young man who is black. He was of management grade, working for the city. He was doing his job when a constituent of the city pulled him aside and asked him, "Sir, there is a man with a leaf blower blowing leaves and debris off the sidewalk into the street and is blowing this debris on my car. Can you please ask him to stop?" This individual was doing his job, and as he was doing his job, he listened to the lady, went over to the man. The man happened to be white. The guy that works for the city in management capacity was a black man. He went over to the man and said, "Sir, It is illegal, and you cannot blow your leaves off your property sidewalk into the street. Can you please stop? The white man, or the man who happened to be white, turned to him and said, I could do whatever I want. The city is a shithole, and I don't care particularly about anything that you are saying. Sir, the guy replied, sir, can you please stop? And this went on. He turned around, the guy, the black guy in management, turned around, walked away from the guy, said, have a good day, and head back to his superior to report exactly what happened. The white guy went in and wrote a letter to the city saying that the black guy threatened him. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but white people see black people as a threat, and no matter what we do, it is threatening to them. Especially if we voice our opinion or if we have any authority. So now superiors, people in city government, which are white, call this gentleman who is black, ask him what's going on, who was over there talking to the white man, and he said, it was me, I was. Say, okay. They wrote him up for discipline purposes. They brought him in to City Hall, to the board, for he could tell his story. The black guy came in with five witnesses. He told his story, and at the time the incident happened, there was another inspector from another division in the city who just happened to be there doing his job, and the streets intertwined, and he observed the whole thing. They brought that inspector in, and he told exactly what he saw and heard. But he just happened to be a black man. Also there, they had a man from BDT, Boston Traffic Division, who happened to be there. They pulled him in. He told his story, what he seen and what happened, but he just happened to be a black man. Also, the city hired a company to sweep the streets, and the street operator was also there, seeing the whole thing that happened, heard exactly what happened. They put him in to testify. He also happened to be a black man. The lady who stopped the man and asked him, can he please handle that situation? She just happened to be a person of color, came and testified and told what happened, who happened to be a black woman. That's 4 plus the guy who came in. Total of 5 black people. They all said that the man, the black guy, who worked for the city in management capacity, did not threaten, wave, or try to fight the white guy. At the end of the hearing, they suspended the black guy for 2 weeks, which says 5 black people word testimony do not mean absolutely nothing to 1 white man. 5 black people where 3 of them work in high management for the city. 3 of them who the city knows. 3 of them who the city give power and responsibility to represent them, words mean absolutely nothing when it comes to white man. A black resident, an unbiased person, her word don't mean nothing. The other subcontractor who the city pays, his word means absolutely nothing. And they say there's no semantic racism in America. None. But they believe in the Constitution as it is written by the forefathers, who was all racist, who say black people is not human. They're only 3/5 of a man. And they pay it out every day. They smile in your face and they say, oh, you do a good job and it's duly noted. And it holds no weight. But that's not all. We pay our money into the union. Acme. The union representative was there with their client. Somehow, Acme, representatives that work for Acme in Boston do not realize that they work for us. We pay their salary. They did absolutely nothing. Racism, favoritism, familyism, hatredism is live and well in Boston. And I have so many more stories of truthful stories of racism in Boston city government. And this is true facts. And that's what's on my mind.